Hi, welcome. Today's video is about the ratification of the 19th Amendment and the events that led up to it.
The 19th Amendment is about women getting voting rights. The events we're going to talk about in this video are what women had to do in order to pursue the legalization of women voting rights.
The first event happened on July 19, 1848 in Seneca Falls, New York.
Elizabeth Cady Stanton was inspired by the Declaration of Independence, which led her to write and present the Declaration of Sentiments, explaining how men and women should have equality in education and employment. 68 women and 32 men signed the Declaration of Sentiments. The next major event was held in Boston, Massachusetts in 1869.
Susan B. Anthony and Elizabeth Cady Stanton created the American Women's Suffrage Association, also known as AWSA, to push for an amendment to legalize voting rights for women.
This next event was held in Wyoming on December 10th in 1869.
The Wyoming Territory was the first state to legalize voting rights for all women 18 or older. When Wyoming joined the Union on July 10, 1890, the voting rights for women were still in their constitution even though it wasn't legal in the U.S.
In 1882, the U.S. Senate appointed a select committee on women's suffrage that would announce the legalization of women's right to vote in the Constitution of Amendments. The U.S. Senate wanted it as an amendment, but a large group of senators in southern states didn't want to legalize it.
On February 18, 1890, the National Women's Suffrage Association and AWSA formed the National American Women's Suffrage Association. It was created to advocate in favor of women's right to vote in individual states. On September 30th, 1918, President Woodrow Wilson formally and publicly supported women's rights to vote and announced it by making a speech to the U.S. Senate so they can vote in favor of the 19th Amendment.
Finally, on August 18, 1920, after all the hardships women faced, the biggest event happened. The 19th Amendment was ratified, which meant women finally had the right to vote.
What are some of the pros, you may ask? The 19th Amendment helped millions of women move closer to equality in all aspects of American life. Women had more advantages such as job opportunities, fairer wages, education, and political power.
What may be some of the cons of the 19th Constitutional Amendment? Even though many American women were guaranteed rights to vote, there were still some women that could not vote, such as Native American, Asian American, and African American women because they were technically not considered U.S. citizens.
Thanks for watching!